Hey, what's up? All right. Here we're gonna move this here so I can see the Facebook group. Hey, Facebook group. How y'all doing? Hey, hi, So Def 81. Hi, Nurse Lock Lounge. What's up? Let me go see what's hi, Liquid Sunshine. Hi, everybody. I wanted to get on here really quick tonight because our Microloc Standards Bootcamp begins tomorrow evening. And I want to talk about something I see happening in the Microloc space all the time. How you doing? Hi. A lot of people are learning Microlocs from social media. Y'all, the reason why I'm late, because I said I was going to start at 7. But I'm very transparent. I was scrolling to go ahead and post on Instagram, and I see someone who knows very well our standards showing something that we don't promote. We're going to talk about in the boot camp. And I will reach out to them and I will address it because I have to say this is not even scripted. Because of what we see on social media, people are tempted to try to get followers by doing things that they know is not going to have an effect long term. Some people don't know, and some people know, which we will break down in the boot camp. And I'll even tell you, I'll break this down tomorrow, what I saw. To just a few minutes, my heart is beating on my chest because I'm like, they got you. Like, because people sometimes feel some type of way about not comparing themselves to people with a lot of views, which some people buy, some people, you don't know how they got their views. But what's popular is not always right, and what's right is not always popular. When you have a strong foundation to stand on in yourself, in your work, in your business, you stand on that. And that makes you very respectable for people who value those standards and for those who can see the long-term results that those standards give. So I thought instantly, what would someone think if I talked all about this and all of a sudden y'all saw me posting something that I completely do not support because I want to get followers or likes or views? You would be like, what? I might lose credibility. I might lose respect. And this is just not something that I would do. I'll risk not having all the views if the information is solid and people who depend on this information and knowledge know that it's going to be consistent. So that's a completely unscripted 2 minutes before I went live. The universe knows no mistakes. That's why I had to say, I was like, okay, this is right on time. Because even our people that are the huge supporters, and I'm not even going to say, I don't want to say too much, who I applaud and I share. And I'm looking like, what? So I'll tell you about that foundation method that y'all know from the free webinar. Who can name the foundation method? The one that seems to be going the most, that is the most problematic long term. Hey, Alecto. Okay, so the truth is, right, the decisions that people are making at the very beginning of their Microloc journey can have results that last 4 years. Did y'all see the post I shared about someone she's now 1.5 to 2 years in, and she's very upset that she's just now realizing that my loctician didn't know what she was doing. And I had no idea, is what she said. And now I'm looking at my hair, I'm looking at the results of other people that I like, and that's what I wanted. And that's what I thought that I was going to be getting. So we're going to talk about that. Tonight, I'm going to talk about why standards matter, what we will be covering in boot camp, and how to prepare if you are joining us. Okay. So really quickly, I'm going to go over what we're going. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, child, I have so many notes right here. I want to make sure that I cover. I had everything set up, and then when you go live, it's like, what happened to it? Okay, so this is actually why I created Microloc Mastery in the first place. And I share more of the story, but when I was coining Microlocs in 2009 in Brooklyn, the first thought was, There needs to be something that's going to ensure that these locks stay strong, because I was tired of fixing broken locks and seeing people crying about their locks and putting myself in their shoes. Like, what if, what if I wanted something I wasn't able to get it? How can we ensure that there's more in place so that we can prevent things like this? Because people are really investing large amounts of money and really trusting. And this industry is just so powerful for us. Like, the first Black millionaire woman was in the hair care brand, Madam CJ Walker. And so the way that she was able to impact women, we definitely should keep that legacy going long term. So I was like, we need some structure. We need to understand how the hair is behaving in these small locks. We need to do some long-term planning so that the things like the sizing, the method that we use, even the tools, even the process and maintenance, all of that is going to affect how your locks turn out long-term. And I know I was hard-headed in the beginning too, and I was trying to do things that I did on my loose hair. And I share with y'all, I was putting all types of edge control, and then I was like, okay, where's this white stuff on my locks? Why is it hard? Why is it, being hard to pull through the base? And I was like, let me leave that stuff alone. And I absolutely don't use any of that anymore. But I had to go through like a whole thing about accepting my edges not being laid. And I'm happy that I stopped, because it already is very sensitive on my edges. So we need to know that Microlocs are not going to be guesswork. There's things that people have done to take all the mistakes out so that people don't have to go through them again. And you don't have to, if you do guesswork on your own hair, cool. But there are professional standards that we have. There's techniques behind Microlocs that are going to be consistent and not just trendy. Okay, so what we're going to cover in the what we did cover in the webinar. Who attended the webinar that we had last week? It was last week. I hosted a Microloc Standards for Success Masterclass, and we had nearly 300 people registered. It was one of our highest converting webinars to date. It's higher than most webinars actually convert at over 25% conversion rate, which is really high. So we had a lot of people watch and stay. So during our training, we did talk about the role of standards, 3 common mistakes that people make before they even start, and why skills matter more than followers in this industry. I'm not trying to be hard on social media. I'm also a therapist, and I know what it's doing to people. And it takes people out of their divine, like out of your talent sometimes, out of your skill, because some people shrink themselves down because they're competing. When they're all the way up here, you're trying to go down here to compete. Sometimes the cream rises to the top, and the very few, the quality is not for everybody. So don't worry about it. So we want to make sure that we are connecting with people for the right reasons. That's going to give us longevity, give us the abundance, give us the skills that we really want. So what we're going to cover in boot camp, we're going to move from conversation into implementation. So the webinar I showed y'all videos and clips and pictures. Y'all had your workbook, you followed along. But now on these 4 days of boot camp, we are going to be exploring on day 1, Microloc foundations and preparation. So how to prepare for the best results. Day 2, installation standards and structure. So we also talk about the methods and the tools that get the best results. Then we talk about on day 3, maintenance and retention. Maintenance and retention. We talk about products. We talk about routine. We talk about how to maintain your hair and get it to be the highest quality. And then on day 4, we talk about professional mindset, long-term success, and also growth of your hair. You don't have to always want to go do professional work. You might just want your hair to look great. So we're going to talk about how to get those best results long-term so your hair is flourishing day after day, month after month, year after year. And I think that's if you're long-term minded, this is going to be really great for you. And if you made a big investment and you want to maximize it and keep your locks as long as you desire and have them really strong and beautiful, this day 4 is going to be talking about that. So if you're joining us, this is going to be a focused learning experience. Okay, so those who have enrolled, we had a lot of people enrolling. And also y'all have your own email thread, but those who have enrolled, if you happen to be watching, I want you to prepare this way. I want you to make sure that you log into your training portal ahead of time. You have an email that goes into your portal. You have a whole lot of access login. Download your workbook when it becomes available. Your workbook will become available tomorrow. It is good because everything that we did in previous boot camps is all revamped. I'm really excited. All revamped. If you took a boot camp before and you are joining us again, you're going to notice the differences. You're going to download your workbook. Yeah, okay. Plan to join a few minutes early. Excuse me. So we start at 7:30. So maybe 7:20-ish, because I don't want to take everyone's time, like waiting for everyone to join. I give a little buffer, but if you can join in, it depends on, I'm a social hairdresser. It's an official status in France. We work with disabled people and social outcasts. Social outcasts are the divine people, because who wants to adapt to a dysfunctional society? And I'm just playing. I'm going extra social worker, but I root for the underdog. I love people that are different and stand on their own and can separate themselves, because it kind of shows that you're unique and you think for yourself. So when you say social outcast, they're my people. I don't care. So you can address the question. Oh wait, let me check on here, because. Hi, y'all. Woo, YouTube. I'm sorry. Hi, Dr. Parithi. Hi, Elevate Your Locks. Hi, this Sheena Evans, Mimi. Oh, you coming? Yay. Okay. All right. I have this thing blocking. Okay, so here's some common questions. Common questions that people ask. People have been asking this. We've been answering as much as we can. Do you need experience? No. The bootcamp is designed for beginners, DIY learners, and professionals. I hope that I can see y'all in the YouTube. I'm in a Facebook group. Is this certification? No. Y'all, I would not ever do y'all a disservice by doing some certification this way. You are going to have the maximum if you were going to get certification with us. We're going to talk about the certification, but you will get a completion of the bootcamp certificate, which is still I think it's still very powerful if people want to see where you invested your skills. So we introduce the standards. We talk, but certification is part of our Microloc Mastery certification program, which is way more in depth, way more structured as an official curriculum. And we give you supplies and tools. You don't have to scramble for anything. A lot of people are like, what supplies should I have? When you join us, you're going to have all of that taken care of. So you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you decide you want to get more supplies, that's on you, but you won't need to purchase another thing if you join us. So no supplies are required for the bootcamp. We'll be focusing on understanding technique and standards. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about joining us, there's still time to enroll. Oh, y'all, on YouTube, I got the wrong link on the bottom. So I'm going to put the link where you can join us. The link that's going on the bottom is from the last live. Let me take it off. And you can still join us. We begin tomorrow evening at 7:30. So I'm going to look for the link really quick and put it on the bottom. This is microlocbootcamp.com. It's on the bottom of the screen. And the boot camp is a great opportunity to learn the standards behind Microloc work, breaking it all down. So we're going in deeper than that free webinar. And those who missed the free webinar, don't worry, because there will be another opportunity for you to watch the webinar. I'm on a vertical live on YouTube. I don't know why. Okay, let me see my vertical if I'm not in the middle. I'm trying to get it on the horizontal, because the vertical live, I see like all these people join, and they're like people, they've been good tonight. Sometimes they're trolls and they're like saying weird stuff, but everybody's being really nice tonight. And I'm like, where are these people coming from? YouTube is kind of, so I hope that y'all can see me better. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's another thing I want to talk about. Right? We talked about the skill versus social media, right? So let me ask you something. I'm going to ask y'all something. Please answer honestly. Would you rather learn Microlocs from random techniques on social media, YouTube, or a structured system with clear standards that have been proven in the industry for the longest? at the start of Microlocs. Okay, I'm good. I'm fine. Okay. It is important to reassure the clients and they are the results. There might be a delay. So A, would you rather learn random techniques on social media and comparing yourself to other people with a bunch of followers that may or may not be bought and don't have longevity, and a year later people are complaining that their hair's messed up? Or 2, structured system with clear standards and people who've taken a structured system that you can depend on? B, yeah, or 2, B, absolutely. So that's why exactly what we'll be focusing on inside the bootcamp. Okay. So we get ready to wrap up this live. Is there I'm gonna make sure there's any questions, because I'm looking forward to working with everyone who will be joining us over the next few days. Whether you're here for personal growth or professional development, the goal is the same: helping people understand Microlocs with structure, standards, and intention. So I have another question for you. For those of you watching, I'm curious. If you are interested in learning Microlocs, mainly for 1, your personal hair journey, 2, offering Microlocs professionally, or 3, strengthening your existing skills. So are you interested in learning mainly for your own personal hair journey, offering Microlocs professionally, or strengthening your existing skills? I'm seeing some B's from the last question. The latter, going to YouTube University can be a big fail, just for real. And like, I'm not knocking YouTube, because like with anything, you can use it for good. It can be beneficial and it can be detrimental. It's really about how people use it. And as long as people are discerning, you're fine. But the problem is that it's hard sometimes for people to distinguish, especially when certain things seem to be trending. I want people right now to know and hear me well. Just because something has a lot of followers and likes does not mean that it's factual information. A lot of people are just, they're taking for granted that that person or that whatever knows. And sometimes, y'all know, like, someone can go viral for something and have no idea what they're talking, it happens all the time. So don't use that as a gauge. Now, it's nice when they do know what they're talking about, and there are a lot of people, but like I said, what's popular isn't always right, and what's right isn't always popular. You're just going to see it across all industries. The people who are really talking about substance and certain things may not get what's sensational, what is shiny, what looks. So if that's what matters to you, you can go wherever direction you want, but I don't think many people want to either mess up their hair, go pay someone to mess up their hair, or have to invest in something and reinvest in something to learn what they did not get, which we get all the time. I spent thousands of dollars. Now I'm here and I'm glad I'm here, but they already spent. And so how often do we run our boot camp? We will be running our boot camps regularly. At this point, we are going to be running them most likely monthly. It's pretty intense, but we have you're going to be noticing things are moving different. We have more strategy in our system so that everything is more clear, more defined. If you notice, even the webinar was, we're structuring the information to be more clear and consistent. A lot of them have stolen your work on that other girls. A lot of them have people always steal, but that means that I'm doing something right. And people stealing since day one and positioning themselves as experts. So y'all be careful. But once you know me, you see me, you do your research, you can make a decision. That's why I don't say it all the time. I just speak what I need to share, and I let you see what you see. No shade, no worries. It works 2.5 years after certification. I'm established in France. That's one of our certified pros in France. With our heavy taxes, I'm affordable, happy, I save every month. Okay, 2 and 3. We got 2 and 3 for offering Microlocs professionally and strengthening their existing skills. Awesome. So Bootcamp is designed to support all of these paths. Your own personal hair journey, offering Microlocs professionally, and strengthening your existing skills. And for those who would like to be in a bootcamp, you see the link on the bottom of the screen, microlocbootcamp.com. The cost of this, sorry, my nose is running a little bit. The cost of this the value of this boot camp is tremendous, because people take this and they go and they support their businesses and they make thousands of dollars. May or may not say they got it from the boot camp, but that's okay. We bring the price all the way down to $97 for 4 days of fundamental training that is going to be life-changing, life-altering for you. So hopefully that's, we did do an early bird special, but it's okay, because even if you're in the bootcamp at this rate, you're still going to find it very valuable. So microlocbootcamp.com. Try to get in before tomorrow, because we will start at 7:30 p.m. So the bootcamp is going to introduce the standards, and then certification is where we're going to go deeper into mastering them. So you'll know about how to certify officially your skills. I just got a comment today. We get comments every day, all the time now, and people are specifically asking for people certified in our program, and I'm not lying, because y'all can go look. And the thing is, it may not be a million comments, it's quality comments that people who we know are ready to move, ready to look for and invest in a loctician long-term, and willing to pay what you're worth. And they're like, do you have anyone certified under your system in North Carolina? In all over the world. We get people in different states. And so we have our directory. I want y'all to check them out, microlocdirectory.com. The people, they're active and inactive here and there, but we're getting everybody to be active, because sometimes the listings need to be visible again, and we got to tweak maybe some behind the scenes, but you can definitely find some excellent pros on there in multiple states. So if you're looking for someone, if you want to be on it, this is how you can get on it. So we start with our boot camp, decide if you want to go for full certification, solidify those skills, and we'll be joined into our network, and we'll be with you forever as whatever you need. So I'm looking forward, and our team of coaches, we are looking forward to having you in the boot camp tomorrow. Okay, hope to see y'all tomorrow. If there's any more questions before I go, or if they can travel, Black women aren't staying here. It's on fire. Yeah, child. I just saw somebody say they went to Thailand. And so wherever you are in the world, you also can get this training. You don't have to be in the US. It's designed to be taken anywhere. So you can set up shop anywhere and become a certified pro. Okay, so we have one of our friends. My way is different. My skills I learned with you. Okay, and some of our coaches. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, y'all. So as I wrap up, sorry, Facebook group, I cannot see your comments, but I know y'all are there, because we've been engaging. And those who want to join the Facebook group, it's free. I'm gonna go ahead and put that link on the bottom of the screen, and on Instagram. It's in the bio, but I'll say it out loud. It is free microloctraining.com/join. Free microloctraining.com/join. Y'all see it? Oh. I thought I had it all slick, and I said it at the end, and then you see now. It takes me forever, but y'all see it on the bottom of the screen. So join. We're going to be doing some prep in there. We do free trainings in the Facebook group all the time. We have questions. You can connect in there. And should be a poll going out tonight, or something's going up. There's a lot of things that are scheduled to go out. So click it, and we're going to be putting some resources as well. Okay. All right, y'all. Bye. Be happy. Keep up the good work. Thank you. You too. Keep up the good work. And everyone who's watching who was aligned with integrity and standards, y'all keep up the good work. And thank y'all so much. Whether or not you join officially Microloc Mastery, the mission is bigger than this. The mission is to establish this ethical, integrity, quality-based work in the industry. People who are rising to the top, because we already know what we're dealing with is a whole lot of static and noise, but you're going to separate yourself out from that and keep yourself grounded on what matters. You will never lose, and you will actually be winning, even if people don't have to see it. You will be thriving. You can be thriving quietly. The quiet beast is the most powerful one, not the dog that barks the most. So don't worry. And then there's people that come in therapy all the time. I gotta take social media off my phone. And they're always, everyone's like, heads are spinning. And I'm like, business owners or individuals, don't worry. Okay, we're going to be talking about this. There's real stats to show you that a lot of those people don't be making money. A lot of people you shift your focus from quality onto just impressing. It stays superficial. And it does look nice. But is that you want something to look nice for a moment and give you headaches and waste your money? Or not look like what you want? Or do you want something that the process may be the process? It may or may not be a viral post, but it's going to be beautiful and exactly what you want. I appreciate you, Sheena, and I hope to see you. Yeah, you know what? Just think abundantly about investment, because everything is an investment. So don't worry if you think, just keep thinking that you're going to have it, and I guarantee you're going to have it. You're going to find a way to be in the program, and you're going to be like, oh, that was easy. So don't worry about it. It's money is energy. Don't worry about it. You're going to get in. Okay, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Bye, Instagram. Wait, and bye, Facebook. Facebook and YouTube. They fall out. Yep. Then the locks fall out. And I just see somebody, but I can't show y'all because it's privacy. They showed me their locks and they were like, traditional locks. Yeah. And now I see the post that got me fired up. It's still on my IG. And girl, please, you know who you are. Please don't fall for it. It looks nice as a temporary style, but that's not what I know you want to get a lot of likes, but stay true to the quality, because I already see where that's going to go. They're going to be really big. Like the person who showed me the pictures, I only shared her words, but she showed me the pictures. The locks are big and the bases get skinny and the locks just swell so big. And it's big and it's like, it's just doesn't have the required tension, doesn't have the required sizing, doesn't have the required method and the required care and maintenance. So they're traditional locks with a little like grid that is really hard for her to manage, and she tries her best. But it's just like we don't want that to happen if we can prevent it. Later, y'all. I keep talking. I need to stop. Okay, we're getting ready to go into advanced repair and what is it? Extending and repair, part of a Microloc extension series. Classes tonight at 8 p.m. So 28 minutes. So y'all are watching, come join in. I did not mess up the time this time. So I'll be in there. We're going to be going over attaching attaching extensions that have two different type of attachment points. So we're going to be going over that. So if y'all are interested in taking our next cohort or joining our next classes, make sure that you stay connected to our platform. We'll be sharing that with you. Bye.